I'm sure you're well on your way to the best Christmas ever. Thanksgiving probably hit. You go up in the attic, you pull all the Christmas decorations out, you get the house completely ready. You know that grandma and grandpa, aunts and uncles, cousins, they're all going to be here soon. And you want the house to be absolutely perfect as you have the best Christmas yet. Now, look, in my family, what we do when the moments come that we know we're going to have everyone there is we want the house to be spotless. We want the decorations to be perfect. We want the candy and the baked goods, everything there, so it's an amazing time. So, what we tell our kids is, hey, we need you to clean like the queen is coming over for Christmas. Now, maybe you say something similar to motivate your family, but I'm going to tell you a secret. The queen has never come over to our house. That's just a saying that we say, but there is this anticipation of how special Christmas is and how great we want the memories to be. And so we want everything to be just perfect. Now, I don't know what Christmas looks like in the palace, and I don't know how the King of England is going to celebrate Christmas this year, but I promise you it's going to be fancy. We're talking doilies and chargers everywhere. It's going to be awesome because that's what royalty deserves when you throw a party and have a gathering for Christmas. But how did the King of Glory, Jesus the Christ, come on Christmas? Was it full of doilies and chargers and lights and beautiful presentations of food? No. Jesus came to a little dumpy hillbilly town called Bethlehem, just outside of Jerusalem. And he didn't come to a palace. He was born in a barn similar to this, made of stone, with animals everywhere. And the reason that he came is because the angel tells Joseph the reason that he came was to save his people from their sins. And as Jesus comes, he doesn't go to the places of influence and power. He doesn't go to the palace. He doesn't go to the religious leaders. He finds himself born in a little shepherd town, Bethlehem, in a barn, in total humility. This was actually the perfect Christmas, because this was the Christmas in which God came to dwell among us. That's the perfect Christmas. And what's always struck me as absolutely stunning is that it's not just the place that he was born, but the people who raised him. Mary and Joseph, according to customs of that day, they were most likely teenagers, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. And that's middle school age kids. That's a middle school age kid raising the King of Glory, Jesus the Christ. I got to be honest with you, I don't know that I would trust a middle school kid with much of anything, let alone to raise the Son of God. But see, when the Lord was looking for someone to raise Jesus, he skipped over the powerful, the wealthy. He skipped over the educated and the influential. And he found a young couple who the Bible says that they had found favor with God, unmerited grace from God. They were faithful and true. And this contrast of powerful with humble sends a clear theological message about what our God is doing. He has come to us not in glitz and glamour, but in humility. He's gotten low. And see, this is important because every ideology of this world is predicated on us achieving, us doing something, sacrificing, going through pain, experiencing enlightenment in order to achieve a status to reach God. But Christmas reveals that the God of the Bible is completely different. It reveals to us that God meets us where we are. That he has come in total humility to be close to us in our state. And this is absolutely beautiful. God with us. Christmas reveals the Emmanuel, God with us. And I think when it comes to understanding God, one of the pictures that we clearly see about him is that he's all powerful, he made all things, he is transcendent, that he's outside of the creation. He made the star, the sun, the moon, the planets, all of these things. He's all powerful and almighty. And so it's hard for us to know that truth and then to see how that limitless power is then contained in a helpless baby in a manger inside of a barn. But I need you to know this Christmas, without diminishing an ounce of that transcendent power that he has, that he is also intimately involved. God has come close. He has put on skin. That's what we call the incarnation. He has put on flesh and bone. And he's walked in our shoes and experienced what we've experienced so that he can, please hear me, associate with us. Oftentimes I'm asked, Josh, how do I know that God is close? You say these things, but I don't always experience that, and I don't know that to be true. I think one of the reasons that he speaks to us in a still small voice is because that reveals exactly how close we are. Listen, dear friend, God knows you, loves you, and cares for you. And Christmas is our annual reminder to celebrate that he's not just the big, powerful, mighty God that stands outside of his creation in time and space, but he's also the God who is intimately close. Dear friend, you are loved and valued by your Creator. As I think about my own life and the way that I have experienced the closeness of God, I relate to the picture of him being born in a barn and lowly. Listen, the Lord has shown great compassion and mercy to me and my family. I know nothing but the goodness of God, and it's nothing that I've earned or deserved. It's all him. And there's a psalm that I love where the psalmist expresses his gratitude of what it means to be known by and loved by God. And this Christmas, I want to share it with you. I want it to be an encouragement to you. And this song to be a declaration of how good God has been to us. That beyond the decorations, beyond the presents, beyond all the wonderful things that tomorrow will bring, we recognize the goodness of God to each of us. This is Psalm 116. I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my cries for mercy. Because he has inclined his ear to me, I will lift my voice to him all of my days. I called upon the name of the Lord. O Lord, please save me. Gracious is the Lord, full of compassion and mercy. The Lord preserves the simple-hearted. When I was brought low, he saved me. Return, O soul, to your rest. For the Lord has been good to you. For the Lord has delivered my soul from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from stumbling, that I may walk before the Lord in the land of the living. Oh, the Lord has been good. And he has been good to all of us. This Christmas season, as we celebrate the incarnation, the truth that God is with us, may we return to him all of the affection, love, and worship that he is worthy of. Then we will have a perfect Christmas. So may you come to see that the Lord is close at hand and with you, that there is not one moment of any day that you are ever alone. You are loved by the God who came to us.